Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to a little bit more 20 Minutes Till Dawn. I stopped this because I went on vacation, but now we're back, and there's a new character called Yuki. On every 6 shots, send out a frost butterfly that periodically freezes nearby enemies. If affected enemies are already frozen, they instead take damage equal to your bullet damage. Well, that seems pretty good. Ooh. I might be good with the revolver. Because revolver fires somewhat often. I don't actually know. Let's see. Affected by your bullet damage, so maybe frost butterflies are not affected by summons. I don't know. Yeah, let's do Yuki with the revolver. I'm gonna throw in, oh. Go for a high score, upgrades can be taken multiple times, runes are disabled. That's interesting. Okay. I wish runes weren't disabled, just because there's some of them that are kind of fun, but this actually makes a lot of sense. So we're just gonna make do with a revolver. Do my best. So, the butterflies are way better. I might wanna think about what I'm doing then. I'm probably fine with a revolver, but still. Okay, do we want to do Frost Mage? Big yes. This character benefits greatly from it. Okay, I think we'll be fine. I've been jonesing to play more of this game anyway. There's just something about it that's kind of charming. More so than any other bullet heaven out there, with the exception of, like, Nova Drift, which should be obvious. And yeah, I think we want to grab Shatter as well, because Freeze and Shatter should work really well in conjunction with each other. I'm really curious about picking upgrades multiple times, like how does that even work, and how do you get it multiple times? You know, can you go so hard on Frostbite everything is insta-death? Because that sounds absurd. It's probably not the case, but you never know. There we go. Yeah, those butterflies are solid. I wonder if you can affect their proc rate somehow. Let's see. Do we want to snag haste? Yeah, I'm gonna snag haste. Movement speed is always really useful, especially on the revolver. There we go. Yeah, I'm super curious about how picking upgrades multiple times is even going to factor here. Because that's either going to be upsettingly strong or weird and fiddly. It does make me want to give this another shot as Diamond, just because the longer it goes, the more ridiculous she becomes, which sounds, you know, straight up amazing. But I think for now, I don't know, just Yuki on Endless and we'll just see what happens. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually fine without the meta progression affecting any of this. So do we want to grab Ice Shard? It's okay. Unfortunately, I can't re-roll anything, so I guess let's grab Holy Shield just for the sake of it. Because that could actually mean quite a lot. That could mean quite a lot of HP over the course of this entire run. Boy, we're gonna need some firepower soon, though. I went all on freeze just because, and it's working. It's okay. No, it's working really well. Who am I kidding? Okay, do we want to do power shot? Kind of, yes. Because Reaper rounds would be really good. There's also take aim, which is also very good because penetration. But I think I'm gonna go power shot because that's a big old bullet damage bonus. Okay. And then just kind of keep popping these guys. If we can take things multiple times, I'd love to see what happens if you manage to take, like, Fusillade, like, a gazillion times. You know, how many bullets can I fire out? I guess it would drastically damage my ability to do anything. Interesting, so Frost Mage is shown back up again. Bullets have a 35% chance. Does that double it then? have to. Because, yeah, double frostbite just sounds hilarious. And that should also let me just hyper freeze bosses and some other things. It doesn't sound like it's going to be perfect exactly. But I don't know. I'm just really interested. Wow. We, you know, for my grumps about potentially not doing a lot of damage, we're fine. Frozen enemies take extra damage. That's pretty perfect for me. Let's grab run and gun. Because that's going to drastically increase, once again, my damage just by letting me shoot way, way, way more often. Especially with all the frozen enemies around. Because I can kind of, not exactly waltz through them, but there's some amount of waltzing. Oh shit, I could do a glare build. I didn't even think about that. What does taking the one that doubles my glare damage even do? I don't know, but I'm gonna grab another frostbite. Just frostbite and shatter a bunch of times, so every enemy that dies... the chances of me getting that multiple times are low, but what if I had it so that every enemy would shatter, doing 100% of their life in damage, 110% of their life in damage to their surrounding monsters. You know, just ultimate cascade death. It's so unlikely. Okay, every shot now freezes an enemy. Which is huge. So now we need stuff like Fanfire and a couple others. And honestly, if I can get the thing that makes it so enemies burn when frozen, because holy smokes, we're freezing a lot of folks today. If I check... there's no way I can check... there's no way I can check my options. Holy shit, I am... I was kind of, you know, okay on... I was okay on this game. Towards the end of it, you know, I was... Ooh, bullet damage and movement speed? Absolutely. You know, I was thinking out after the last couple, like, okay, I'm gonna cool off on this and just come back, like, later. And, you know, inevitably have a good time when I return. Oh, shoot. There's a dude behind the tree. Rude. Okay. Yeah, my biggest issue is reload. Honestly, going mini clip here would not be the worst plan. Okay. But also just investing hard into rate of fire and a couple other things. So what do we have? Burn damage, lightning damage, and freeze duration by 35%. Some damage or bullet bounce. Does reduce my max damage by a bit, but I'm gonna go for it. That bounce sounds fun. Because once I start getting surrounded, I'm gonna need it. Let's see. And I'm gonna grab Frostbite again. Because I think that's 3 instances of Frostbite. So every time I hit them with a bullet, they take 50% of their damage. Or their health and damage. Unfortunately, it's not denoted by numbers here. Which is a bit of a shame, but that's okay. Yep, so I can just pop the leeches. Holy shit, he got fast. I might not live through that. Because my damage is good, but my fire rate is heavily harmed. Need that shield to come back. Missed that perk. Okay, so we grab. I need double shot. Almost as much as I need HP. Also, the bounce is probably saving my life. Okay. I can get out of this, but it's shiesty. We'll see. Because I'm relatively quick on the draw. We did lose some amount of damage, but not too much. And yeah, if I can get double shot here, we don't, now that I'm thinking about it, we don't care about damage at all. Oh, could get a second running gun, that'd be interesting. But no, bullet damage is meaningless to me, especially if I can get like a bunch, like a couple more frostbites. Because we just want to hit everything, and they just die automatically. Okay, we got my shield back. Not in the worst spot, not in the best spot. So we have power shot. It's got damage. It's got some other things. I'm gonna do split. I think actually that's the winner here. The range on it isn't amazing, but once again, each one of those little shots triggers frostbite. Because I've got a 105% chance of freezing targets at this point. And the duration on it, I think, is really good. Okay, so what do we do next? I could do another double shot. We could do another splinter. What does that do? Does it increase the damage and the amount? Or... I have no idea. Endless mode, by the way. Amazing. I think my only downside on it is I don't actually like endless mode. Like, I'd love the ability to take multiple perks. Jesus Christ, this got feisty. Okay, we're fine. Alright, send an additional frost butterfly. I love it. Works really well for me. We might want to invest hard into, well, I'm not going to say EXP gain, but, pickup range at some point. I think I'm fine right now. Okay, so we could do another splinter, we could do another fanfire, we could do another running gun. I'm going to keep investing in splinter. Because I think it does increase the amount of bullets that fire out of them. I don't know if it increases the amount of damage. But my logic is, what I want is Cascade Death. That no amount of enemy density is ever going to be achieved, because all of the enemies just blow up into each other and kill each other. Boy, there's a lot more shooters. I don't know if that's a new thing or an endless thing. It feels like a new thing. Oh shit, I just thought of an endless dragon build is probably pretty gnarly. But I'm gonna say Frostbite still remains king. Because it doesn't matter how much HP they have. 2 shots from my 2 Frostbites and they're dead. I guess it's 3? Or not. No. Because if they're already frozen, they might actually take that bonus 30% damage. Maybe. I'm not really sure how any of this is collected. Or collected. Is calculated. Okay. Well, there's another Frostbite. I really gotta invest in other things. But Frostbite, Shatter, and that Fanfire, like, together just remain obscene. Oop. Momentary pause. Ooh. Okay. It's hard to interrupt this sucker. But it's okay. Because yeah, this isn't quite the round for that. So more elasticity, rage, fire rate spread, reduces my bullet damage, does... I'm thinking Tome of Rage? Or elasticity. Rage gives us a ton of fire rate spread, triples our base ammo. Yeah. And now I'm really gonna need those reload perks. And honestly, maybe some accuracy. We will see. And more bullets. Because yeah, I was thinking the more bounce would be good. The only immediate problem is we don't have enough enemies at the moment. And I'd be better served with just a wider variety of bullets anyway. Or a wider quantity. Just pretty much shoot to the side of enemies, because boy, rage really does mess with your accuracy here. I must not pick it very often, or it just doesn't matter. Or I've picked all the sniper upgrades, so it super doesn't matter. Or I think I usually pick it when I'm going whirlwind. I hadn't thought about that. Well, it doesn't really matter. Weird recollection that there are hearts in this game that drop from enemies. But I think it's... Oh no, it's just certain characters get that. Or is it the perk? I forget. But no, hearts only drop if you have the correct rune or something, which is a little less cool. Damn. Leveling at this point is sparse. But it's kind of fine. Okay, what do we get? So split fire, rapid fire, or quick hands. I gotta go quick hands. Especially if I can actually pick quick hands repeatedly. Because a near instant reload speed would be absurd. Okay. Grab a couple of these. Kinda doesn't matter. I should give the lightning character a shot on this again. Oh, can you imagine if I just kept picking the bonus lightning damage perk over and over again? Wait, you're here again? Where's the weird bird? There's like a weird bird boss that's supposed to spawn before this guy shows back up, I thought. Well, I don't know. Okay, double how often frost butterfly freezes or damages nearby enemies. Well, that's pretty solid. I'm not particularly reliant on the frost butterflies, but it's there. Yeah, I should have picked SMG. It would have worked so much better for this, because the revolver's base damage is not helping me. Because I'm actively going to just get rid of it all. Okay. Boy. And this really does mean a Shauna run would be a thing of legends. I don't know if you can get their unique perks multiple times, but boy, if you could. That'd be obscene. So big shot's useless. Rapid fire is probably my best. Because again, the faster I can shoot, the better. There we go. This is silly. I mean, that's universally true. Like, all bullet heavens get ludicrous by the end. It's just a matter of, like, how nutty do you want to get it to? I was kind of hoping we get some more enemy density by this point. It's feeling kind of anemic. Like, there was the bit with the leeches where I was worried, and then now it's just become easy. But that might just be because I kill things too hard and too fast. I'm having a hard time deciding. On the plus side, this endless mode also means that we can answer the question of like, hey, what are the best perks to get triple of? I thought I was going to be able to keep him stun locked. Good thing I didn't give him the chance. Huh. He charged me well a frozen block of ice. Well, I'll see what else I can get. I don't actually... Well, I guess the one that increases freezing duration. Once again, I don't care too much for bullet damage. Because I don't think it affects me. No, it is doing like 43 damage. So that must be the frostbite damage, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, split fire. Additional bullet behind you. Yep. That's sufficiently big, huge. So now nothing can sneak up on me. So Tome of Power, bullet damage, size, piercing, does reduce my fire rate, but the piercing is nice. The only immediate problem is all of these reduce my maximum HP. I don't think I want any of these. Maybe on another run. Especially if I was rolling like diamond or something. Sure. But I think as it stands, I'm just going to be the icicle cascade. And that's just going to be enough for me. It does feel like I don't level as fast in endless mode. It might just be this run. Because yeah, I'm only level 22 and we're almost 20 minutes in. Which usually is a sign that you're not getting as much EXP. It could just be a result of this run being weird as shit. It could be a result of endless mode. Because personally, I would prefer to level faster in endless mode, but have it scale harder. Almost to the point where it is still about 20 minutes long, but boy howdy you get stupid by the end of it. Okay, so we have Splinter again, Frostbite again, Rubber Bullets, Rubber Bullets versus Light Bullets. Both are good, and Siege, which is not that great. I'm gonna go Frostbite though, because, once again, Tacky Man drastically increases my damage done. If Fusilade, Fusululu, if Luli Cooley, if Flubber shows up, then we'll give it a shot. Fusilade. I think that's what it is. Doesn't matter. I've been hearing that word a lot lately. Like in this game, and obviously in Nova Drift, and then obviously also in this game, Nova Drift. Oh, what's the other game I've been playing? Oh! I've been playing Fire Emblem Three Houses just for myself. Or not Three Houses, Three Hopes. There's something about Warriors games that are just kind of fun. I've grown bored of the formula. Like, the games are always just a little too long. But I do like them. Okay, do we do quick hands? More reload speed, more fire rate? Absolutely. Let's see. I have no easy way. Doing anything else here, but that's fine. Okay, double how often it damages. Well, that's going to be interesting. That means they've got to be procking, like, pretty often here. It'd be really neat if they were affected by bullet size. Like, I don't know. Maybe if I can get some more max HP at some point, somehow. I'd go out of my way to try and mess with the butterflies more. Personally, I'm just trying to get them to proc frost on as many things as possible. And yeah, after this, next run for this, I think I'm gonna go for like a much more aggressively killy run. I'm thinking lightning SMG, just maximum nuts. And then we can do a Shauna run. Okay, light bullets or take aim. Light bullets is fire rate, bullet speed. There's also anger point, which would give me the regen if I wanted to go that direction. But no, let's go light bullets. Because the faster I shoot, the better. I'm really curious what happens if we get... If we get the Tome of Rage or whatever again, that increases my firing angle by 60, does that mean that I could get it so that I'm shooting backwards, or even to the point, if I get 6 of those, I shoot a full 360 and it becomes accurate again? Oh, I all of a sudden really want to know. Because that sounds like it could be incredibly cool. And funny. Because yeah, 3 should have me shooting directly behind me at all times. Okay. It's a little hard to shoot this boss. But it is now dead. Alright, cool. So Tome of Rage again, elasticity, or speed. I think. Yeah. Yeah, because it's actually a 30-degree increase on each. And then the next one's going to be straight sideways. It's an awkward setup, but considering how much I'm shooting, it's not the end of the world. I don't know. Other big benefit to this, by the way. One of my issues, I love how short bullet heavens are, but from a YouTube perspective, it's always worth it to get like to have a video that's approximately 30 minutes to 45 minutes long. Anything shorter than that ends up having slight diminishing returns ish. And so with endless mode going a little longer, we can still have a very satisfying run. I mean, clearly, I just wish there were more enemies. Unless, of course, there are tons of enemies, but I keep freezing them off camera. Yeah, it's possible enough. Okay. I'm just gonna... I don't know. I'm just gonna scoot. Just to hope we get another set of spawns at some point. Because it seems like the endless mode doesn't scale. They obviously have more HP now. But I need more than HP. Oh, yep. I think they just scaled. I'm seeing some for taking 79 damage. Maybe. I don't know. It's fine. Just... wishing I had fusillade. There we are. Projectiles, double base projectiles. Does increase my spread further, does reduce my bullet range further, but that's okay. I am now a star. Main benefit of this is I don't have to turn as much to aim, and boy, if we can get another one of those, I will be pretty happy. I'm actually really curious if they keep doubling each other. Could I become a true, like, Bullet Nova by the time I'm done? I don't know. I want to know. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the bounce. I was originally like, but maybe piercing, but I think bounce is fine. It's this guy again. So whatever the, like, wyvern-looking enemy is, it's just not in endless mode for whatever reason. Okay, what do we have? Frozen enemies take an additional 30% damage. Unfortunately, my bullet damage is atrocious. We gotta, like, I'm gonna do this with the lightning SMG, but then Diamond and Shauna. I don't know. I just, endless character perks on top of everything else is wild. Like, the Halo is great. But I'm thinking in terms of, like, the triple upgrade multiple times on various things. Not quite as impactful, but still has the potential for wild memes. Also, the 40% EXP boost, like, I don't know. I think Sean is going to be the secret champion here. Oh, it's good to be back to this game. I've been flailing a little bit, trying to figure out, like, what my next main game is, and I think the answer is I just need to look backwards. Maybe I'll play some Peglin, too. Okay. Because, yeah, we're at 25 minutes in. I think it's a little off. My recording timer says 30 minutes for the video, so I'm not quite sure what the discrepancy is. I know I took a little while to get started. Oh, you know what? The discrepancy is leveling up and looking at level up choices. I was wondering about that for a hot second. It's like, how do I go longer? And the answer is, oh yeah, of course. Indecision. Okay. So we could do Shatter. Interesting. So we have a couple of options here. Magic Lens is actually really interesting, because I could potentially get multiple. Oh boy, I could get multiple of those, and I have no idea what that would do. Otherwise, Divine Blessing is extra reload movement speed. Siege. You know what? I'm actually going to grab Siege, because if I remember right, there's a synergy with Siege. Siege and Fusillade, so it slows me down, increases my fire rate, and gives me more projectiles. Which is pretty much exactly what I want. Of course, I gotta get it. There have to be enough enemies to actually, you know, give me the EXP to level up. Oh. Charge you boy again. Oh, it's okay. Got Ride the Wind. Okay. He's gearing up for a charge. I don't know when he's gonna do it, or he's dead. Perfect. Tome of Power, Tome of Rage again, Tome of Elements. I mean, this is silly. But, why not? Because it drastically increases our fire rate. My bullets do not do damage, but they don't need to. It's all frostbite, all the time. We might want to grab the pyro bullets, just to give me a little bit more. But, I don't know. This is working. It's still kind of slow, though. That's the one thing. I wish I was level 50. And I don't know if it's the effect of the freezing or what that's limiting my level potential as dramatically as it has been. Okay. God, I am hungry. I'm trying to record this on a little bit less than normal amounts of sleep, and most assuredly an empty stomach. And so I'm sitting here just kind of a little hazy. I don't do well when I'm hungry. It's like my biggest weakness a little bit, because obviously, you know, you eat, you become fat. And so it's kind of this like bad trade-off of like, well, eat well, record well, become chubby. What I need is a supply of Soylent. I used to carry or keep like a container of that stuff, but I haven't bought any since I moved. Seems like it would be a good time for it. Fresh clip. Let's see. Isn't that great? Big Shot, Divine Wrath, Split Fire. Split Fire? Does that mean I'm firing twice as hard behind me? I think I am. I'll take it. It's not as amazing as I thought it was going to be. I was hoping it would add a little bit more to the mix. But I guess that just means that if I point my butt at something, it dies harder. Huh. Now I'm just kind of chilling. One thing I've also done as part of this is I'm actually listening to my own music. I picked synthwave, but it's apparently like sleepy synthwave, and I did not mean to make that decision. I'm gonna have to find some more energetic music to record this. You guys can't hear it, because what I've figured out how to do is I have multiple audio tracks effectively that lets me say like, hey, I want to listen to this via Chrome and then this via, you know, this game. So I can record all the game music as normal, which probably doesn't bug you guys too much, but from like my perspective, I've played this game maybe too many times. It's also one of those where I guess most of what you guys hear is my voice, because I usually have my voice come on a little strong in comparison. It's not dead yet. How much frostbite do I need to pump into this dude? Okay, frozen enemies take an extra 30% damage. Unfortunately, I think that's calculated after the fact, which is a little not helpful. Oh, dude. I was just thinking about it. You could probably have some hella knockback if you wanted to on this. Okay. Well, we can get another double shot. I could do more Into the Wind. But yeah, bullet damage plus 35%, knockback plus 20%. I'm not going to do it, but it'd be really funny to just have so much knockback, no enemy remains. But no, what we want is more bullets. Not as good as like another fusillade. Fusillade? Fusiluli? Fluli. Because that doubling my projectiles would be interesting. But at least now I'm shooting in kind of just a nice little, you know, star pattern. Alright. Let's just kind of keep scooting. Because I'm going to grab EXP. I'll wait for the enemies to stack up a little bit. Because otherwise it's just kind of boring sitting there and shooting. Because there aren't enough enemies around for me to kill. So I'd rather just weave around them a little bit, grab a bunch of our lost EXP, and then get a shooting once they've stacked up enough that cascade death can be committed. Oh, there's also a mid-boss that showed up. Whoop. There goes my shield. Yeah, I always choke a little bit when the line's on me. I'm like, do I stay or do I go? And the answer is I should go. But sometimes I stay. Alright, what do we have? Another Tome of Rage, which is really funny. Tome of Speed, Tome of Summoning. Tome of Rage! Alright, 55 ammo. Attack speed is absurd. My bullet damage is 3. Oh, but it doesn't matter. I'm curious if Reaper rounds stack in on this one. But this means that I'm just absolutely turblasting butterflies like crazy. Only immediate problem is, after this boss shows up, there's like a huge dearth of enemies that shows up. It's just the little brain beast Cthulhu monsters, and that's it. Which is decidedly okay. So, do we want to call this build done? I could keep working on it, but I'm just not sure how far I want to take it. Because I can take it pretty far, maybe. It's nice being quick. Okay, what do we have? Another rapid fire. I could grab glare. It's a little late for glare, but it'd be really interesting to... I think we might try and do like a Shauna pure glare build. Because I think that could be really cool. Anyway, let's do rapid fire, because more butterflies is always a good thing. And it'd be kind of fun if I could just empty my entire clip in a second. You know, get that 50% damage bonus, just absolutely beast butterflies. I was talking about wanting to start with the SMG, but I've more or less de facto done so. Okay, let's grab what we can. Boy, the freeze duration on that is really long. Yeah, I could use some more frostbites. I don't know how many times I've picked it. 1, 2, 3, 4. They should be taking 60% damage every time they freeze. Or maybe they have to refreeze. I don't fully know. Because yeah, some of them I just absolutely gib. And others I have to like chew through with just weak bullets. They can't do anything to me. But it's still a lot. The other thing is, I should probably just end this run at some point. I think we have absolutely hit our upper limit on what we could do, save for drastically increasing the amount of projectiles we get. But my big issue is, I was really hoping higher amounts on endless mode would give us more enemies to fight. And we actually fight more enemies in not endless mode. At least I think. I'm only level 30 and I know that feels low. Okay. I'm just going to continue to point my butt at this man. Because I think I fired twice as aggressively behind. Oh, you know the only immediate problem? We're not firing any butterflies. I'm not sure if the butterflies actually do damage. We might actually just want to start pumping raw damage if I can. It's gonna take a while though. Wait. Okay, I know how we're gonna probably end this run. What happens if I have no max HP? Because that could get really funny. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pick this again, because I don't think we're actually killing enemies properly here. Armed and ready. We do also have bullet speed and reduced spread, which could get us up to assassin. If I want to. There's also ghost friend, but there's armed and ready. I'm actually gonna do take aim. It's gonna mess with my pretty star shape. Actually, no it doesn't. It messes with it a little bit. But at least I'm shooting forward. Or something. Yeah, being able to potentially kill things, anything lower than 20% HP sounds like maybe a good idea. Oh, boy. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to kill myself with max HP on this one. I was panicking earlier, but, the main problem is just attrition. It's not that the enemies are dangerous, it's just that they're uninteresting. Oh, we got another mid-boss. Yeah, when I frostbite this guy, it's like 400 damage times like a lot. But you can definitely tell I'm like ruining him. Yeah, we're just gonna do elasticity. More bounce. I've just got to do that 2 more times, and then we can see what happens if you have no HP. Do you insta-die? Does it not let you? Or can you just keep going? What happens if you get into the negatives? These are things that I need to know. Who knows, maybe I just become the ultimate glass cannon and anything, even the softest of taps, will take me out. Or not. I don't know. Only immediate problem is I'm gonna have to wait like a whole... Is it a 10-minute cycle? I think it's a 10-minute cycle. To kind of get what I want here. Boy. I more or less picked the ultimate survival build for a run like this. But it's so dreadfully dull. The pyro bullets would make a huge difference. And then obviously burn on freeze. Oh, I popped my shield off. I'm getting I don't want to say I'm getting bored. We've done it. It's just a matter of that EXP game is so goddamn slow, and I'm hurting. I'm hurting for novelty here. I know why you don't level too fast on endless mode. But yeah, this is kind of the issue with going endless. Risk of Rain does a really good job of it, where the more endless you go, the more like obscene everything is, and the more likely you are to just get killed. I'm just gonna walk into an enemy and die, and you know what? Maybe that's okay. But I think Risk of Rain is the only endless mode I've ever seen in a game. I wonder if you can actually have 2 of those. More haste. This is the other reason why I want to go Shauna, is that it feels like my pool is a little limited. I saw like Pyro go by a couple of times, but I was prioritizing other stuff. Now I don't see it go by at all. Let's see. But yeah, so Binding of Isaac's Basement Seed is their like endless mode, and I think you can loop now, which is like mildly more interesting, but it's not like it ever gets more interesting, it's just more. And so for this one, having it be just so many enemies that the game eventually just dies feels like it would either be the ideal state for the endless mode. I don't know. I mean, having a game that effectively just deletes itself out of protest after a certain point, it's not the worst idea in the world. Okay, what do we got? It's on an additional frost butterfly. Rad. Oh, or I just walk into an enemy shot. You know what? It was fine. That was a good run, honestly. I should definitely try this again. I'm going to try something a little higher damage and see if it can kill things faster. But we will see. For now, though, thank you all so much for watching. This is a ton of fun, and I can't wait to play some more Endless Mode. But for now, I guess I'll see you next time.